I've been asked this a billion times already, but just what was the end of last year like for you? It just as your role increased, and how do you feel like what was important for you in terms of growing on that just this summer?
Yeah, just that experience of getting to play as a freshman in the SEC last year, and then we made it to the tournament, getting to play a good amount in the tournament game. Just using the knowledge that I gained from playing in those games, and just trying to expand my game. Me, Jeff, Kawal, and Mo, we all stayed around here after the season and worked out every day for a good 2 months. And just trying to push each other to be better, and then once the new guys get here, trying to push them to be together and grow together, and just looking forward to the season. I think the offseason went really well, and I'm excited. It's here.
You mentioned some of those returning guys. I mean, retention and roster retention, having that continuity is so difficult these days. But how important was it to have you and those other guys back here? And just how much did that help maybe the development process this summer?
Yeah, it was huge. I think us all staying around here together and staying together through the off season and pushing each other was really huge. And I feel like it's going to show when we start playing here on Monday. I'm super excited that those guys stayed around too, and we'll get to play together.
What's the biggest thing you learned just from last year, the ups and downs, seeing your role increase as the year went on? But what did you learn just your first year in college ball?
I feel like learning how to deal with adversity personally. Obviously, last year I started off not getting to play for the first half of the season or whatever, and just staying level-headed and trying to get 1% better every day, and just dealing with that and staying believing in myself and being ready for when my time came last year. I feel like just learning how to deal with all that was a big part of what I learned last year.
Sorry in advance, make you repeat yourself. Just what some impressions of some of the new guys. After bringing Nigel in and Xavier, just it seems like you guys added a lot of talent in the portal.
Yeah, we really did. We added some great guys out of the portal, and I feel like most importantly, we're all like all the new guys and all the returners. We're gelling together super well. Like it's a great group of guys, and I feel like the closer we are, the better we're going to be. Not only do they all have super great talents and everything, but I think they're really good people in general. I think that's a big part of what Coach Moser tries to bring here. And then just them bringing their experiences from where they came from, and their knowledge and everything, and us combining that together, I feel like it's going to be a really special team.
What were some maybe the takeaways or just confidence coming out of the exhibition games? Obviously a couple of nice wins. Does it help to have that under your belt, even though they don't count for the record or anything, help to kind of have that under your belt before you start the actual season?
Yeah, of course. It always feels good to beat somebody else. It feels really good, but that's obviously not where we want to be. Obviously, we watch film after the game. There's a lot of stuff that we could have done better, and I feel like we're just focused on getting better every day because we know what's ahead of us. We have a really tough schedule. The SEC is a gauntlet. Just focusing on one game at a time, and then we'll see where we're at when the season's over.
Where do you feel like your game has grown the most just from a year ago? And was there anything in particular this summer that you worked on?
I feel like my role from this year compared to last year will be different. I'll be more in control. I'll have the ball probably more in my hands than I did last year. So just taking that on, being more of a leader, more vocal, having a year under my belt and that experience. But really just taking on more and being a leader, more vocal.
How much more comfortable do you maybe feel now